49.74 is the water level. Now I'm just throwing the toad over into the padge here, these lily pads along the north shore just west of the ramp. I've done this probably a couple hundred times. Cast about a couple thousand times. Once in a while I'll get a strike. Okay, let's turn the other camera on. There we go. Back on Lake Miona to confirm what I suspect is that I won't catch anything. And I wouldn't be surprised not to even get a strike. Let's drop the pedal drive in. Water down. Pretty neat system. Really is. Now we're motivating. By that isolated pad. An explosion. Well, it's big, but I will. Oh, that was a strike. That was a roll. It wasn't much, was it? But you saw it on camera. I want an explosion. I don't want one of those. Oh, the hot drill in here. Looks good. You have to pedal shallow when you're in the hydrilla so that the flippers don't go deep. Just short, quick strokes from feel like I'm doing now. I'm going to keep running this down to the fence down there. See it? And then we'll look at the hydrilla in here. Okay, I just want to show you. I'm throwing this toad into these offshore pads here. I thought it was a good idea, always a good idea, but I don't think I've ever picked up anything on the toad on these offshore pads. By the way, I'm back to using the cap cam again. I've tried all kinds of booms behind me, in front of me, but even though the cap cam gives you this kind of a wiggle motion, at least you can turn your head in the direction of your cast. And if you hook a fish, you can look at the fish and get it on camera, whereas the boom, you've always, seems like it's never in the right place and you've got to be rotating it. And so I'll take the tilt and the wobble that I get with the cap cam. It's simple, doesn't take up any space on the boat, no more boom sticking up or anything like that. So I guess I'm through experimenting with anything, but I'll just adopt the cap cam as my preferred. Well, I'm going to go over in the, I'm going to head down here to the west end of the lake and crank around the pads, and I'm heading over in the southwest corner and crank. and then up the south shoreline over there and continue cranking, maybe even troll the square bill crankbait, see if I can pick up something out there. And I don't have too long to fish because the wife needs to fire this afternoon for a doctor's appointment. But anyway, I'll be posting this video. It's going to be really a fun video. Well, I moved down the north shoreline, 200 yards, 100 yards offshore. Casting, I'm still snagging some weeds from time to time, and I'm using the square bill crankbait because it floats. And it dives upon retrieve. And I'm going to get on down here to where there are some pads. Head back up that south shoreline. Let's see, what time is it? .36. Beautiful day. Temperature's perfect for me. Not the fish. Tackle box system here. Got these little tackle boxes that I carry. And my EFD. To retrieve one out of the, got one in this one, and I'm sure that I must have, yeah, there it is. There's my an extra toad in there, and I got my chrome one knocker. Pretty right side up. Fits in there nicely though. This particular chrome and black one knocker as produced over here, so I'll give it another chance. Miona is a pretty little lake. Look at that scene down there at where the beach is. I've got this hat on so you can see that well. And there's just a ripple on the water today from the northeast wind. And I'm cranking using the surefire pause, crank fast, pause technique, and the fish are all over this bait, almost, I guess. I'm thinking they're just turning away before they hit it. I'm a funny guy, really. Oh well, I don't think I can make it as a commentator or an actor either. We'll drift down here a little bit closer to the lily pads with casting with this chrome and black one knocker, and I'm going to turn and head up that south shoreline over there. One of these delicious granola bars. 90 calories. Just means I can have another cocktail this afternoon. I didn't even know I had a bass on. For obvious reasons. Well, I'm a little disappointed. Now I can't say I didn't catch a single fish like I expected. We have to count him. There are bass in Miona. 11.5 inches, believe it or not. Okay, I've caught all the fish over here, so I'm going to head back to the north side, east of the ramp, and throw the crankbait around those offshore pads over there. It's usually good for one waver fish, or 14-inch, or maybe even. I'm paddling across the lake, and I'm trolling. And Marty Hale says there's no vegetation in Miona, and I'm telling you, I'm trolling a square bill crankbait that only runs 3 to 5 feet deep, and I'm out in the middle of the lake, and I have to stop occasionally and clean the weeds off of this crankbait. So even out here in the middle, there's grass, well, weeds. There'll be more fish in this lake than there are. Well, this is curious. The lily pads that used to be right in this area here are not visible now, but they used to be right here where I'm looking, and now the only ones that are here are those that were in closer. Let me cast a square bill out here. Get in here a little closer so I can cast around these pads. Cast. Heading into the dock, and caught this little bass. Okay, let's see if this one will go. I don't think it'll go 14, but let me see what it does go. Just for the heck of it. $13. It's a little waver. Yeah, see how close I am to the dock? And I threw it right over there.